today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Kansas City Chiefs taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. There's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down inside. But I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. Hook up a 15 yards there, and it'll make it second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll roll him out right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Williams again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Escaping the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. These two teams all tied after one. Wilson will throw again. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Mahomes now on first down, and this one caught by Travis Kelce. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Wilson escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From just shy of mid, and the Broncos get there and take him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. A touchdown run for Raheem Mostert. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 38, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And returning it, here's Hamler. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's checked down to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hard throw. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for KC. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got...
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again is Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play act.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos cut into that lead. They're going to give it to Gordon, and they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Flush to his right, finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown! Tim Patrick hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the play.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. So Russell Wilson and the offense down by 15. 1:11 to go. Flushed out right. He's got Hamler. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Clock. And now it appears that the referee's been paused for review.
After review, flag off. The run out of field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing again here, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson flushed out right. And going right back to Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Flush to his right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people on the run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,